Molly's, dude.
Brings people together.
Really does.
Makes you step outside of your box.
Did you ever?
This one might be kind of like a searcher, but like what's something that you experienced with a person you didn't really know? Like a big experience with someone you never saw again.
Oh, dude, I got the perfect story.
What?
So, you know, I went to Army and Navy Academy.
Uh-huh.
And then, so it's this high school, it's a boarding school, all these like, pretty much bad kids, and then rich kids, or then like really super connected kids. And then if you were good, you get to leave campus for the weekend, go back home, and then you come back and you live there Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
On one of the few weekends that I was good, I would take the train from Carlsbad to, I believe, Anaheim, the Anaheim train station, or Fullerton, I forgot which one it was, and then my mom would come and pick me up, and I'd go home. And then while at the train station in Carlsbad, there's this dude, he would go on top of the vending machine. He looked homeless, but then he would do a backflip off of it. And we're like, what the f? That's crazy. I'm like, yo, what's your name? He goes, oh, my name's Impossible. I'm like, oh, how come? He goes, because I do the impossible. And I'm like,
I
oh,
knew that line was coming.
and I'm like, oh, shit, that's crazy.
Impossible.
Imagine being like 16, just meeting a random homeless guy that can do backflips, right? So that's the only time I ever met him.
Yeah.
And then I got kicked out of that school. A year later, I'm in the SGV. I go to this rave called like Techno Club or something, like on my 8th or whatever. And then I see this guy in the middle of a dance circle doing crazy gainers and stuff. He turns around, I'm like, Impossible, what the fuck? And he was like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, yo, what are you doing here? And he was like, I'm getting married. I'm like, no fucking way. And I'm like rolling too. I'm like,
whoa.
what are you doing here, dude? And he's like, I'm getting married. And you know, like if you're on ecstasy, so good, regular news is already crazy. Like you're like, dude, fucking 39-cent cheeseburgers. You're like, what? It's fucking crazy. So imagine big news like getting married. I'm like, no fucking way. And he shows me a ring pop. He goes, I'm getting married. It's like this big ass fucking lollipop. Right?
Thing with the candy.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I gotta fucking meet your wife, man. So we're like going around and we meet his wife on the ground like,
oh my god.
and he's like, dude, this is my wife. I forgot her name. Yo, you gotta meet this guy. We met at the fucking train station. I'm like, your husband's crazy. He does backflips off of vending machines. And then we're just all kicking it and never saw him again. That's
This
crazy,
chick didn't even
right?
know you existed.
But that imprint of him off the vending machine,
wow.
and then that will always be cemented in my mind 'cause that's so weird.
Right.
And then seeing him at this rave that I used to go to every single week
Wow.
was fucking weird. And then him getting married with the ring pop was fucking weird.
Damn, what a weird character.
Is that like rave culture stuff where like they like marry each other with a ring pop? Is that not a thing?
No one gets fucking married at the rave.
I don't know. I feel like when you're on Molly, you just do weird shit. Yeah.
You know what? It could be. It could be.
You just have somebody who can ordain you there.
I mean, was it a real marriage? It was a ring pop. No.
Whoa, hey, whoa.
I don't know.
Sanctity of marriage. Yeah.
I'm 16. I don't know.
You were raving every week?
Dude.
Like 3 times a week.
Oh my god.
There's back in those days.
Money to get into those
or brain
raves.
cells.
There's I'm barely holding on to those, but there's like there's a rave every single day. There'll be one. So like I don't know if you're from this area during that time, but like Masterdome was like in San Bernardino. There's like Funhouse like on Thursdays. Fridays was like Techno Club. There's like a fucking rave. There's like Johnny Matrix or some shit. There's like a rave every single day if you wanted to.
It's wild.
There's Vitamin E in K-Town.
Where were you making money at the time to like pay for tickets?
Oh, selling ecstasy.
That's right. Duh.
Yeah.
I was rolling one time in Maui, and then me and 3 other friends, we was just fucking on Molly. We were just like going around in Lahaina and stuff like that, and you know. We eventually went back to our Airbnb area and we're like, yo, let's go to the pool. So we went to the pool and then there was one other like small group there and it was like this black dude, this white dude, and like his the black dude's like wife or something like that, right? And then obviously they were having a lit time, we were having our own lit time, and we were like, oh fuck it, dude, we're on Molly, so we're all friendly. So we got, you know, we're like, hey, what are you guys doing? What are you celebrating? Turns out this guy's an ex like pro football player, has like Super Bowl rings and or NFC championship rings and shit like that. Had him with him, by the way. I have a photo of myself in all his jewelry. That's how like fucking crazy fucked up we got. I'm like wearing all his jewelry. We're partying there. They're on some yayo and stuff like that. And then they're like, hey, why don't you come back to our Airbnb? We'll hang out and stuff. We're like, fuck it, dude, because you know you're on Maui, so you just love everything. And then we go there and we're partying. They're like, yo, you got any more of that stuff? We're like, no, we don't. But like we kind of did. But we're like, no, we don't. But
Why'd you lie to them?
because we only had like 2 more to like split between the rest of the for us. And you know, you got a plan when you got your mollies and stuff like that. You're like, all right, at like 1 o'clock, we'll take the other half each and we'll just coast until whatever, right? And so we're just hanging out with them. And then I remember there was just a moment where he's telling us all these stories of his football journeys and stuff. And I was like, lightweight skeptical but curious. So I like looked at him, I was like, oh my God, you're actually this guy. Oh, looking at all this stuff. I was like, hey man, can I like wear all that stuff? It's cool. And he's like, yeah, dude. He puts all of it. He's got bling too, like hella giant Cubans, like giant NFC championship rings and all that stuff. So there's this picture of me just like with all the stuff. Never saw him again.
That's crazy.
Molly's, dude.
Brings people together.
Really does.
Makes you step outside of your box.
Did you ever see him on TV?
No, he's an older football player.
Oh, he's from
like
before.
retired.
Oh, okay.
But he's
Big?
known.
Big ass dude?
He's a big
Do you
dude.
remember his name?
Yeah.
Let me see.
I don't want to say his name because
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to say it.
People might know him.
Bo Jackson.
Bo Jackson.
I want to see his reaction. Because I feel like he won't have one.
Yeah. He's like, oh, that guy. Cool.
Oh, dong, ping, ping, pong, ping.
Donk, donk, bong, bong. Does it mean anything?
Probably not because he's scrolling.
Yeah, you
he's
probably.
looking at images, which is basically just an older football player.
No reaction.
Yeah.
I want to see the picture with you all the bling on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah.
You remember that guy?
No, I asked him before, and he showed me that. I remember
know
that. Yeah.
that
That is a big
name.
name.
I wonder what he looks like now.
Oh, shit.
Oh, I don't
Any,
know.
I wonder if there's any relation to.
Yeah,
To the
that's
other
what I'm
one?
thinking. That's why I said I know the last name.
I think there is relation.
No way.
I think so.
They're cousins.
Oh, shit.
That's his
Wow.
cousin.
Wow. Holy shit.
His cousin is Luke Aikman.
Yeah.
Just kidding. There was a night that we thought it was like real for some reason when we were hanging at Santa Anita Mall all the time at the photo place. You know, like the little place where you take pictures and you look all.
We used to go to those so much.
Yeah, I
Ryan.
love them. Yeah. And we thought it would be fun. We're like, why don't we play that board game Mall Madness in the mall? Like, how cool would that be? Remember that game?
No.
Yeah.
That sounds so dumb.
Mall Madness was like
Damn.
Mall
80s.
Madness?
It was a
Like, is that
board
board
game.
game?
Yeah.
Telling you, Banos came with a vengeance.
Yeah, Balls is here to eat. Look at this. It's like that. It's like a board game like thing, and you play with like.
You're telling me you don't want to play that, Banos?
Yeah.
Banos?
No. Wait, it kind of looks like Monopoly. Yeah, there's
Yeah, kinda
money.
does.
Monopoly for malls?
What is that?
Oh no, that's just me wearing his stuff.
That watch looks like 100 grand, dude.
Oh my gosh.
That
Expensive.
watch looks like 100 fucking grand.
That's heavy.
Holy shit.
Holy shit, dude.
Wow.
That's just me fucked up though.
No, it sounds like the same guy I met.
Recognizes who it is based on the jewelry.
Then props to them, dude. That's amazing.
We thought it'd be fun to play Mall Madness at Santa Anita Mall because we could hang there after closing.
Oh.
Because you know that photo booth thing was just always there. And then I ended up riding back with my girlfriend at the time with 2 of her friends that I don't even think she was that close with. I don't even remember either of their names. 2 Chinese girls that went to Bishop Amat. And then I rode back with them, and we got in one of those accidents where they were trying to merge into the same lane as another car, and they both went like this, and then they spun out, and then we hit the center divider, and then the other lady that she hit like was just in the middle. Her car was in the middle of the freeway, and then I had to get out and go to that car and get that other lady out.
Oh my god.
And then luckily a bunch of people like created like a barrier of like cars so that people wouldn't like run into us. And then the next thing we did was like the ambulance came. Everybody was okay. And then that girl the next day was like, okay, so here's what you do next. We got to make a ton of chiropractor appointments because I guess her dad was some kind of like triad scammer kind of dude.
Insurance fucking frauder.
Yeah. So he's like, we're getting set up with a ton of chiropractor appointments. Just keep going to them all the time and just rack them up.
Yep.
And she's like, at the end, when the other lady has to lose the case and pay the bill, like we're all gonna get like big money. So then I went to like my first appointment, and it was so like the guy was so in on it, the chiropractor himself, because it was in the SGV.
Yeah.
He was so obviously in on it. He's just like, does this hurt right here when I go like this? And I was like, no. And he's like, I think it does.
Oh man.
Yeah. It's like he was like their family friend. And so like he would make me do all this extra shit. Like I was totally fine. So he made me lay on this bed where there's like a lump that moves across the bottom of the bed.
Those feel so good.
Yeah, and it makes you go like this and shit. And I was like, ooh, that's cool. And then he's like, all right, he gives me a schedule and I would have to go back like every day for this thing. And then like the Christian in me was like, I should be thankful I didn't die. Instead, like my response is to like scam this lady who like
Extract as much as you can out of the situation.
and I'm like, dude, that sucks that that lady's insurance is gonna have to pay for this like crazy thing we're racking up. And I guess they might have done this before, like her family.
For sure they have.
Yeah, so then I just stopped. I never went again to another appointment. Instead, I was just like, forgive me, Lord. and then I never saw that girl or her friend again. And then the next thing is that my girlfriend at the time was like, oh, it ended up being their fault.
Oh!
Yeah.
Wow.
Good thing you didn't go.
Yeah. Yeah, it ended up being their fault. So then I never even saw them after that.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really sad. But yeah, that lady ended up not at fault because then we hit her technically. Like we both did this, but I guess like her lane change was more aggressive. Yeah. I don't know what happened to them. Luckily we weren't hurt. Like nobody was actually hurt. Not even that other lady. They were all fine. But like that sucks to. What a crazy thing to like know like a family that knows what to do to max out the take on something they should be like blessed about, you know?
Especially if you're like kind of low key causing accidents.
It's dicey, right? Yeah.
I was in an accident with the chiropractor I went to. He was like, hey, I forgot how many times you came. Can you just write down on this thing all the dates and the times you came?
Yeah.
And then he was like, oh, you could probably just fill it down in here.
Oh my gosh.
And then I remember from the car accident, like as a high schooler, I made like $1,500
Sick.
because they just all know the racket.
Yeah, they know the racket. Ever since that was because I was in high school still, and I was like very new to rackets.
Yeah.
And once I learned that one very early on, I don't think I trusted chiropractors like ever again in a way. Like I always knew that there's some kind of like angle, and I'm like, damn, that's kind of convenient that like, you know, like a real doctor is harder to get them to do shit like this.
Yeah.
But for a chiropractor, it's almost like that's what they're for. Like,
You go there and they're like, oh yeah, it's gonna take like 15 sessions. You're like, what the fuck?
yeah, and they barely check you at all. They just go like, yeah, that's not right. You know, like it's like they're barely like there's no tests. It's so opposite of how I was used to growing up with all of my family being doctors and nurses and shit.
Going to an actual
This
hospital.
guy just eyeballing me and being like, yeah, that's gonna take a lot of work.
Yeah, that's fucked up. We need like 10 more sessions, I think.
Some people
Yeah.
really swear by their chiropractors though.
No,
Some of them
yeah,
actually are really good. Some of them are really
yeah.
good.
I think that
Not
yeah,
all
but
created equal, for sure.
right, and I just think it's a really perfect. It's too perfect of a vehicle to like keep the scam going, like and max it out. It's too perfect. So like whether there's good or bad ones, I'm sure there's mostly bad ones.
Absolutely.
Yeah.